Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Kart. Second weekend. And it's going to be the last one. I'm sorry, it's only going to be 2 weekends, but we've covered everything after this. We only have the final engine class to show off and the final 4 characters. Now we're going to start with the real big stuff, because this is hard. Right, more explanation about why this is the last part. I could do the time trials, I know, but this game doesn't really give you that much in the time trials. There's no staff ghosts you can race, no things to unlock in that. It's just you racing on an empty track. We've seen all the tracks, we've seen all the characters, so that won't really add much to the content of this game. And of course there's the battle mode. But this is a single player channel, a single player let's play. And in this game, the battle mode, like I said in the previous weekend, is only accessible with 2 players. There's no 1-player mode yet in the first few Mario Karts, where you can play battle mode on your own against AI or online. So I'm afraid this is going to be it. We only have 4 more characters to go through. Those are my favorite characters in this game. Not necessarily character-wise, but it's a combination of the cards, like I mentioned earlier. Because, like I said, Bowser would be very high on my list, if not for his cards being really hard to handle. So he took a nosedive. Therefore, I've already done Bowser. Alright, we have Toad, Koopa Troopa, Yoshi, and we have Mario. Let's go, Mario. You'll be the one who gets to do the Mushroom Cup. Right, we've covered everything mechanic-wise. And game-wise, so now let's just race. We've seen all the tracks before, we know how this all works. Now let's see if we can get this highest difficulty out of our way. I always dread the 150cc in this game. Like I said earlier, this is by far my worst Mario Kart when it comes to driving. So I hope I'm not going to get in too much trouble here. Right, Mario's rival, as you can see in the first place, is Donkey Kong Jr. Only because of 150cc, the AI is very good, so it takes a while for me to get to him. And apparently I hit Yoshi. Right, he's going to throw his bananas at me now. Right, 2 more laps. Almost got him. The Mushroom Cup shouldn't give me too much trouble. Tracks are pretty easy here. So I should have this cup at least. Now it's going to throw in front of me. Whenever a computer player throws his stuff at you from behind you, the screen automatically switches to, as you can see, the rear view mirror. The player can change that himself as well. I believe I haven't covered that yet. But you can, if you press X on your controller, you can make what normally is the map screen, the bottom screen. You can make it switch to rear view mirror. I don't prefer that. I really like having the entire map on my display. But you can look behind you in this game. And it works the same way as you saw. It'll just be all the time, instead of just whenever a computer player slings something at you. It doesn't work with 2-player mode, obviously, because then the bottom screen will be used for the second player who is playing. That's how the split screen in this game works. There's no map screen in 2-player mode. You always play with a map only on single player. Right, I've won the first course, Super Mario Circuit 1. Didn't expect that one to give me any issues. Ah, dang it. I was afraid that was going to happen. Get out of my way, princess. I keep forgetting that in this game you cannot endlessly hold your turn on dirt tracks. Whenever you're off-road, mind your turning. Thank you, princess. Yoshi, wait for your turn. Wait for a clear shot. And gotcha. Sometimes they tend to jump over, that's really annoying. There's an item we haven't seen yet. There's a feather in this game, which makes you jump. And sometimes the computer players randomly use that when you hit them with an item or try to hit them with an item and they jump over. It's really annoying when that happens. Watch out for the poison mushrooms. I hit Yoshi. Hopefully Princess will stay ahead of Donkey Kong Jr. because he will lose more points that way, which happened, of course. My red shell did not just make me pass him, it also made him finish third. So now I have a little more headway. I'm 9 points ahead of him now instead of just 6. So I have a little breathing room for the later courses. Normally he would have had 12 now, but now he's shared second place with the Princess. Who is of course Peach. I'm calling her Princess because in this game she's officially called Princess still. Super Mario 64 is the first game that introduced the name Peach. Which isn't a thing until 1995 or 6. Not entirely sure what the year was the game was made. I know it was released in 96, but I think 95 is when it was made. It was a release title for the Nintendo 64 anyway. And this was still 1992. 2 years after the SNES came out. Right. I don't know if you can tell the difference. You can, of course, if you compare it to 50cc, but this engine class moves a lot faster. It's not just harder CPU, it's also just that your card is a lot faster. Let's see if I can hit him again. No. Doesn't really matter now. The Princess and Donkey Kong Jr. both have the same number of points. Be careful not to hit it myself. Can't count the times that happened. Oh, this is really easy. No troubles at all. Yeah, Mario I can control pretty good. He's not the best character. There's obviously one type of engine class characters that I haven't touched yet. So you can guess which one is my favorite one to use. Because both of the characters that use that style I haven't touched yet. Mario, like Luigi, like I mentioned with Luigi, is the all-round type of cards. No heavyweight, no lightweight, normal acceleration, normal maximum speed, everything normal. Oh, whoa. Messed up the turn, but wasn't punished too hard. Come on. I'm losing my grip here. Dang you, DK, Junior. Who the heck even are you? You're not even in games anymore nowadays. It's really weird actually that Donkey Kong Jr. just suddenly disappeared. He made a slight... Come on. Made a slight comeback in Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64. Where he was randomly a character again. But other than that, he's just gone. Alright, here's the feather I talked about. We haven't seen it yet, but here it is. Can't really use it on this course, but you can actually make a jump with this. Not the normal L and R jumps that I keep on making. To cut into my turns, but this, I'll show it here. Makes you do a very high jump, which you can use to jump over items. And you can also use it to make shortcuts on the track. If there's a position where you can actually use it to jump to another section of the track, you can use it as a shortcut. This track is not suited for it. There's no places where you can jump to another place. Right, DK. You're going to stay behind me. If you do not, I have a red shell for you. Sometimes it can be a strategy to just let someone pass you, so you can hit him with an item, a red shell or anything, just to make sure that they lose more points. I don't have to be worried about anything now, but if DK Jr. was actually a rival to me when it comes to getting the gold trophy, it would be a neat strategy to just let him pass me, hit him with a red shell so he gets 4th or 5th place, loses a lot of points. As you can see, I'm 15 points ahead. There's no way I cannot lose. I always get gold as long as I finish. So even a 4th place is enough. That should be doable, at least 4th. Once again, I'm not going to try to win everything. It's virtually impossible in the later cups anyway. But I am going to go for all golds. This game does consider 100% having everything gold. It's not always the case in these kinds of games, I know. But in this case it is. So I'm going for first place. Did I hit him? Yeah, I did. Good luck getting back here. Which you of course do, because like I said, there's a rubber band on these computer players. Whoever is your rival will always stay your rival. So he's going to kick up a notch until he's back in second place again. Or first place, if I keep messing up like that. No, Yoshi. You're not going to beat me. I've got enough time. I can get back here. Oh, watch out for the mushrooms. And she hit Luigi with her mushroom. Yep, the computer's items are not just meant for me, even other computer players can be hit by them. And I think the poison mushroom is one of the worst items to get hit by, because it'll shrink you. And it takes a very long time before you return to normal, so you lose a lot of time if you get hit by that. Alright, here we go. All victories. Like I said, I did not expect any trouble from the Mushroom Cup, and it didn't give me any, even though I messed up a couple of times. But that's inevitable to me. Super Mario Kart is not my best Mario Kart, but I can still do it, as you can see. And of course, Mushroom Cup not being that hard. Well, Mario is the victor for now. Every character has his own animation when he celebrates on the podium, by the way, as you can see. Mario is the simplest one, of course. He's not just an all-round character when it comes to the karts. He's also just an all-round character when it comes to his victory celebrations. Alright, that's one cup done on the highest difficulty. Let's go to the next. 150cc. Who I'm going to pick? I'm gonna go with Toad. Alright, this engine class, where Toad and Koopa Troopa take place in, is my favorite by far. It controls by far the best. These characters are kind of lightweights, comparable to Yoshi and the Princess. However, they have a lot more control, a little less acceleration, but a lot better control. They control the best, and that's what I always like in a Mario Kart game. Not just this one, every single one. I always go for the control over the top speed. And Toad and Koopa Troopa are the best controlling characters in this game. However, I'm not going to do them side by side, so I'm going to do Flower Cup and Special Cup with them, and not the Star and Special Cup. I'm going to save Yoshi for the Star Cup, who's also a character I really like. Oh, ooh, I almost hit the mushroom. I got away with it. And the reason I prefer Koopa Troopa over Toad, that's the reason I'm picking Toad now, is because of the rifle they have. Toad has Princess's rifle, as you can see, and you get bombarded with poison mushrooms the whole freaking time. Which, like I explained just a minute ago, is by far the most annoying item to get bombarded with. Koopa Troopa has Luigi as rifle. Luigi's item is the Starman, as you may know. And that's only dangerous if you make direct contact with him. Luigi doesn't have anything to throw at you. So he's a lot better handled as a rifle than Toad's rifle is. So that's the reason for that order. Why I prefer Koopa Troopa over Toad. Not just character-wise, because I love Koopas. Are my favorite species of Mario. But it's not just that, I also consider him having a better rifle in this game, because Princess is annoying to have as a rifle. I'm missing all the coins, that's going to kill my top speed. Come on, grab some coins, Toad. This is actually a course where you can use your feather to shortcut. Here. It's not a big shortcut, but that's one you can use. There's a couple of other spaces that you can use them. I was afraid I wasn't going to see the feather at all, so I just had to explain it with commentary, but we've seen it twice now. Ah, dang it. That's what I mean. Sometimes it's even better to just let yourself get run over, because it will turn you back at least. I really hate having to be small. You go so slow. Right, let's use the Starman. Get some positions back. Even though I don't really like the Starman in this game, because the control's gone. You go way too fast with it. I should have gotten that earlier. Now I can't use it anymore. Dang it. Get second at least. Yeah. Well, that was a very terrible race. I have to admit, this is not one of my favorite tracks. As you can see, I was goofing around a lot. But I'm still alive in the standings. Like happened before in the 100cc, you can tie with a computer player. It'll still count as giving you gold. No matter how you get that tie, the game always gives you the first place, and the tying computer player will always be on the second place. You do not actually have to have more points. Getting the same number of points as one or multiple, which is also of course possible, is also good enough for a gold trophy. There's no system here that indicates like, you have the same number of points. We're going to see who got the most number of first places. Hey, you got one first place less than the other guy, so you get silver. No. Normally it would work that way in a normal race world, in the realistic world. It's not the case here. Stop throwing your mushrooms at me. I'm a mushroom myself. After all I've done for you. Man, she's really annoying. Go away, princess. Ah, she passed me. It's not just Mario Party where I hate Peach. That's a story for the future. Multiple people can account for that. Peach is always the most annoying character in Mario Party. But it's not just that game. It's this game as well. I really hate Peach and her mushrooms. And there we go again. Oh, grab another mushroom. That's something I haven't had to mention before. But if you are small and grab another mushroom, you will turn big again. It doesn't add up. It is actually an antidote for a mushroom. If you have a poison mushroom, another one will cure you. Ah! No, there's no way I can get a gold now. Really messing up. Which is a bad thing, because this should be the card I'm the best with. But yet again, this is the hardest difficulty. If I did not have Toad here or Koopa Troopa, it probably would have been even worse. I should have had that race, but I really messed up that final turn. Now I have to win both of the upcoming courses, and are the ones I'm the most terrible at, to be honest. This track I really don't like. I don't know why Lakitu was going to show up to show me I was going the wrong way, because I was clearly not. Right, now I need to stay focused. I've messed up enough now. No, oh, Peach fell off. They all fall off. They're going too fast for that section. They all jump over the... I should pay attention to the road more, not just looking at the map. I hate those mushrooms. Not that they're bothered by it too much, because they've already passed me again. Alright, red shell, that's something I can use. I'd like to be behind Peach first. Or Princess, to be precise. I won't use my red shell. I can pass you normally now, I can see. I will keep it as a last resort. Come on, I can't even pass her. She's way too fast. There we go. Now, don't mess up again, and even if I do... I can get her back again. I can't lose to her again. Right, get this section done. No, don't know what that was. Apparently somebody tried to throw something at me, but it failed. Oh no! Come on. This is over. Let's try again. Stupid poison mushrooms. The worst part is if you fail and have to try over again, they put you all the way in last place again. You have to pass the entire field. And I'm out of coins. Thank you. Alright, that went a lot better. Oh, Peach fell off! She's gonna get a 4th! Oh, very lucky to me. A lot of people fell off, but she fell off and DK Jr. and Mario did not. Lucky me. See, I should just shut up. If I don't talk, I can at least I then can focus. Then I can do it, as you can see. Yeah, it wouldn't be a Let's Play if we weren't be talking. This is not a silent Let's Play channel. I know those exist. But where's the fun in that? We've all seen these games a million times by this point. Everybody has played them themselves, so just watching a silent Let's Play, that's not fun. I'll only be silent if I have to. In repeats and everything. Alright, I can still win this solo. I do not have to have a tie. It's virtually impossible now. Even if I get second, Peach wins and I get 1 point behind her because of her 4th place. I always miss that dash. For some reason I just can't always manage to hit it. Yeah, sorry if I'm concentrating. After I have enough tries. I'm not going to start this cup over. I can still get a gold here, even though I hate this track. And I'm going to fail at it miserably. I know. But I have a couple of tries to win. One mistake I keep making is that I cut into the turns way too early. I've done that way too many times by now. Keep screwing that up. Oh, mushroom I can use here. There's one neat shortcut in this track. And it's right over here. I can cut through the wall here. Hey, I managed to get it for once. No, you're not going to pass me. Ah, missed. Well... I'm never using Toad again after this. Ah, here we have the lightning. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to save this. For the very last lap. Unless I get hit earlier. One item we haven't seen yet. Once again, I think this is going terribly. But now I can make them stop dead in their tracks. I accidentally used it. I messed up the turn and I accidentally pressed A. Alright, this just means that I can't screw up again. They will stay tiny for a while, so I hopefully get enough head start. At least now I can drive normally because I get most of my mistakes because of being hindered by the computer players driving in the way. At least they're not driving in the way anymore. And I hit Peach. Yeah, this is over. I get gold. Don't ask me how. I had to use all of my lives for it. But I got it, finally, without having to restart the cup. Alright, that went a lot more horrible than I thought it would. I thought, well, I'm going to use Toad now. I know Peach is his rival, so it's going to be annoying because of the poison mushrooms. But I did not expect it to be this difficult. I thought his kart setup would be easy enough for me. Eventually I even get a pretty big victory. 8 points difference. While I was 6 points behind at some point. Peach didn't even get second place in that final track even. I hit her again. Well, we've got gold. Scratch the flower cup. I can't really say first try. Yeah, first try when it comes to the cup selection, but I did use a lot of lives, even having to give up because of rage. But hey, that's Mario Kart. It gives you rage, that's why we like it. It's also challenging, of course, especially this game. Well, I'll see you next time. Tomorrow, I mean, with that. When I'm going to attempt the final 2 cups, the most difficult ones. Prepare for failure. Treecks out.